Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4927. Happy Friday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we are starting a new relocation franchise. I will give you a hint though. It will not be international. So, boil it down. The team will not be moving to London, Mexico City, Toronto, or Dublin. So just keep that in mind. It will be in the United States. So we're going to move the team out west. So the team that we're going to move out west today will be the Kansas City Chiefs. So, you got to do this on owner mode. Change role, have to do this on owner. And you can do financial mogul. So we'll see you guys at preseason week 1. All right, now we are in week 1 of the regular season. We get to go to my owner, and where it says stadium, you got to click on stadium. And the overview, we're definitely going to relocate our team outside Kansas City, Missouri. And I will tell you this, we will be in California. So we're going to be out west in California. So Arrowhead Stadium really is a 29. So like if you don't put it on everyone can relocate, you can't, because you have to have a 20 rating or below. So like if you would use, for example, the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. So those are the two teams that I personally use, and it goes quicker. So those are the two teams that you can relocate the fastest within your first year. So I'll explain the relocation process once we get into week 5. Okay, we are in week 5. So how the relocation process, it depends. So week 5, you get to relocate your team to a new city. Week 6 is when you pick the new team name. Week 7 is when you pick the uniform. And finally, when we get into week 8, you get to pick the stadium. So, we're going to start our relocation. We're going to check out the available cities. London, England, that's what I like. But we're not going to do it in this episode because we already have 2 franchises. The Bulldogs and the Black Knights, which I will have both links to one of the videos in the description if you guys want to check that out. Mexico City, I like doing this, but we're gonna pass. I also have that as well if you guys want to check it out. It's also in the it will also be in the description. Toronto, we have 2 teams, the Huskies and the Mounties. Both links will be in the description. San Antonio, we're going to do that for a future franchise coming on April 14th. Orlando, we have one. It's the Wizards, so I'll have one of the videos in the link in the description if you guys want to check that out. Salt Lake City, Brooklyn, Memphis, Chicago, we're going to also do that for a future team, but it would be nice to have a second NFL team in Chicago because Major League Baseball, like I've said in previous videos, both have 2 teams, the White Sox and the Cubs. Sacramento, California, we have the Condors, but we're not going to do Sacramento in this episode. Columbus, Ohio, will pass. Portland, Austin, Texas, it's the capital of Texas, so we're not going to do that. Dublin, we already have the Celtic Tigers. Houston, the second NFL team, I'd like to do the Oilers. 1 franchise. Oklahoma City, we could consider doing. St. Louis, Missouri, you don't pick a nickname. San Diego, that's our choice. Oakland, the Raiders left Oakland last season to go to Vegas, so Vegas is not an option to relocate in Madden 21, but it was in Madden NFL 20. So we're going to go back to San Diego. It's been about 4 to 5 years since San Diego hasn't had an NFL team because the Chargers left after the 2016 season. They left and went to Los Angeles, and they now share a stadium in Inglewood, California, with the LA Rams, SoFi Stadium. But I wish the Chargers stayed in San Diego, but teams relocate whenever they'd like, so it is what it is. So we'll see you guys in week 6. All right, we're in week 6. We get to pick the name of the team. So we are officially the San Diego Chiefs. Nope, it's not going to work like that. So Because it has the initials KC, it represents Kansas City. If it was SD, it would be San Diego. The aftershocks, I'm not from California, but they are really common down in California. Earthquakes. I mean, I'm from Pennsylvania. This almost never happens. Crusaders. I mean, it's low key, but it's not my choice. It's not my option at this point, so we're gonna pass on that. The Red Dragons would seem pretty cool. I mean, they swoop out of the fly, and that logo, and I like the red, and I'm gonna pick Red Dragons. So Red Dragons are on the top of my list. So we're just gonna pick the Red Dragons. And we will see you guys in week 7 once we get the uniforms. Alright, we are in week 7. We get to pick the uniforms for our San Diego Red Dragons. Style 1 isn't as bad. It's a very cool design. But it's so cool how they had like the sleeves on their jerseys. It's kind of like how they put dots and stuff. That's pretty cool. Style 2, I like this one. It kind of resembles the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers jerseys that aren't the best. I really hated those uniforms because they look somewhat ugly, and it does have a resemblance there because the shoulders make it more resembled. So and style 3 just looks too generic. So I'm gonna pick style 2 because it has more color. It has more of the blacks, the reds, and bits of the gray. So we're gonna pick option 2, and we'll see you guys at Stadium Choice. Alright, we are in week 8 of the regular season, and this is our final week of our actual relocation process before we begin our journeys as the San Diego Red Dragons. So the team and the team uniforms and the team colors as well, along with the stadium, does not actually, you don't actually have that until the next season. So this will be the final week of relocation. So basic canopy stadium, kind of like that. That's what we use for our London Bulldogs and Mexico City Golden Eagles franchises respectively. Basic futuristic, that's what we use for our Black Knights and Toronto Mounties, along with the Sacramento Condors. Hybrid, that's what we use for our Toronto Huskies. Spear Stadium, that's what we're going to do for one of our future teams. And traditional resembles more of Qualcomm Stadium, which to my knowledge, now to my understanding, they just started demolitions not too long ago, and they haven't finished it as of yet. So we're going to pick the deluxe traditional stadium, and I am going to officially call this stadium SeaWorld Stadium. Why am I choosing that name, SeaWorld Stadium? I chose SeaWorld Stadium because if you've heard of the amusement park SeaWorld, it's a marine mammal based, it's ocean themed park. It's really, really nice from what I've heard of. I've never been there, but it did get its origins from San Diego. So they also have orca shows. I don't know if they still do at the San Diego location or not, because California has made a law saying that orcas are not like allowed to be presented in captivity anymore. So we'll see you guys at the end of the regular season, possibly postseason, to check out these awesome uniforms. Alright, it is official now that we are officially the San Diego Red Dragons. San Diego finally has an NFL franchise once and for all. And just want to check out these cool uniforms. So we're looking at Chris Jones. I like the logo. I like how they put it on the sleeves and the helmet like that. I love the red colored face mask. I like the gray and all. The red numbering makes it really unique about these uniforms. and I like the red pants. So all I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the second episode of our San Diego Red Dragons. Peace out. Have a great Friday, everyone.